All right, Joel, we're going to do a quick Austin, Texas metro market update today. So we're going to be talking about the Austin, Texas MSAs. That's Austin, Round Rock, all the way down through Kyle, San Marcos. It's a pretty big area. So we're talking about just the general Austin, Texas MSA market. So remember that when we're talking about these things. But I'm going to share my screen here real quick, just so everybody can see the stats that I'm looking at, and then I'm going to go over. I'm going to go over the stats year over year. So we just got the May market stats released by the Austin Board of Realtors here today. I'm going to go over the year over year stats, but I'm also going to look at month over month so we can see how things are trending. So I think that's just as important. Give me just a second here. I will share my screen. So on my screen here, I have the April stats on one side and the May stats on the other, just so I can easily look at them. So again, here, we're going to go over month over month here. The median sales price is down in May. It's down about $10,000 from April, but it's only down under 1% year over year. So I would say we're relatively flat generally year over year, but from April, we're down. I have a lot of ideas of why this might be happening. I'll go over this towards the end of the video, but I just want to talk about where we're at right now so everybody gets a good understanding of how things are going and what really where I think things are trending, which again, this is my opinion based on the data that I'm reading. I'm going to show you here. Closed sales, they're actually up month over month, over 200 more homes sold in May versus April. But year over year, they're down about 13%. And of course, because the closed sales are down, the dollar volume is down. So more homes sold, but for less price. And year over year, we're actually seeing them down about 13%. So again, look that month over month, we saw them up pretty considerably, but year over year, they're down about 13%. And months of inventory has pushed up to 4.9 months of inventory. Again, just to recap, I know I do this every time, but over 6 months is a buyer's market. Under 6 months is considered a seller's market. We are as close to a buyer's market, a technical buyer's market, as we have been in a very, very long time. It's been about 10 years, maybe more, since we've been at this high level of inventory. And again, we'll go over what that means for both buyers and sellers here towards the end of the video. New listings, they're up. Makes sense. Everybody's trying to sell. People generally want to sell before the new school year. They want to get sold during the summer and get moved before a new school year. So more listings. They're up month over month, and they're up year over year. They're up 16% year over year. So we had a lot of people in 2023 just waiting to see what happens. Now they're ready. They've waited long enough. They're ready to sell. They're ready to move. Interest rates have not come down. I think that will unlock a lot more inventory, but interest rates have not come down. They're still right at 7% right now. And because we're seeing the closed sales be lower and more come to the market, active listings are up almost 40% year over year, 37.7%. That is also up month over month. We had 10,808 in April. We're at 12,211 active listings here in May. For reference, we got all the way down to about 3,000 active listings at any one time in the height of the frenzy during the COVID times, hot housing market here in Austin. For the, let's call it several years before 2020, we were hovering around 8,000 active listings. We're now at 12,000 active listings. Pending sales, that's down year over year. It's down month over month. We're 2,966 pending sales. You can see there where my screen's showing pending sales in April, 3,161, pending sales in May, 2,966. Again, this is translating to less closed sales, meaning the less dollar volume of houses sold. Average days on the market. This is interesting to me here. So the average days on the market is down month over month. It is down year over year. We were at 68 days on the market on average in April. We are at 57 days on the market on average in May. So that's a good trend. We're trending where people are realizing where to price their homes. They're pricing them right. They're making them look great. They're selling relatively quickly. And I know compared to COVID times, that seems like a long time, but in the scheme of things, 2 months to sell a home, not a long time. Average close to list price, that is up year over year. It's about the same month over month. So again, people are pricing them pretty dang close to where they're selling. They might be taking a price cut or two, but they're selling over 95% of the list price in the end. So the close to list price is about 95%. What does this mean for you if you were a seller? What this means for you if you're a seller is you have a lot more competition. So you need to do everything really, really well. You need to make the house look amazing. You need to get together an amazing marketing package. Do not hire a realtor that's going to take cell phone pictures of your listing. That is just a recipe for disaster. Make sure you've got an amazing looking product. Make sure you have an amazing looking presentation. Get those videos done. Get those professional pictures done. Hire yourself a realtor who is going to help you get your home staged and who's going to make sure they have a great social media marketing package. And in the end, price it competitively. Again, you have to price it right. You have to price it in line with the comps, the recently solds in your neighborhood. So just because you think your home is worth more than all the comps around are saying, it's not the time to shoot for the moon. Price it competitively, price it a little bit below what it's technically worth. And you'll sell it quickly. And you'll be happy with the results. I've been seeing a lot of homes still getting multiple offers. They're in great neighborhoods that look great and are priced very competitively. It's still happening. Everybody still wants to buy a nice home in a nice neighborhood. As we've seen here in May, almost 3,000 homes sold. In April, almost 3,000 homes sold. If you're going to sell, one of those homes can be you. You just have to make it look great. You have to put together an amazing marketing package and hire the right realtor to do that. And again, price it competitively. So price it a little bit below what it's technically worth or what you think it's worth, and use the data to figure out that number. Don't just guess, or don't just say, I think it's better than this one. It doesn't matter. Put together all the data, price it a little bit below that. If you were a buyer, this is getting to be a really good time to buy a home. It's been a great time to buy a home the last year and a half. You might think it's a bit like catching a falling knife, because who knows where things are going to go. Prices are technically down a little bit, not really, kind of flat. So you might be scared to buy right now. I totally understand that. I went through this process myself. I sold and bought a home earlier this year. And seeing where the homes around me are selling, I am so glad I bought a home this year. I feel like I got such a great deal. And of course, interest rates are scaring away buyers. So if you're a buyer right now, what are you going to do here? So what I'm going to do as a buyer when I'm looking at this data, so I'm going to make aggressive offers, probably going to make a lot of aggressive offers, but I'm not going to try to get 10, 20, 30% off the price. I'm going to find a home I want that's priced right, and I'm going to get a couple percent off the price in the form of concessions, in the form of an interest rate buy down. So what we did when I bought a home, so I got the seller to pay for all of our closing costs, and that included a 2-1 buy down and the large majority of any other fees I would have to bring to buy the home. So that reduced my rate considerably for the first year and considerably for the second year. Saved me a ton of money, made the interest rate something I could stomach until rates inevitably go down here in the future, and got me into the home I wanted, in the neighborhood I wanted, for the price I wanted and I was comfortable with. So if you're a buyer, be aggressive, but don't be unrealistic thinking you're going to steal homes. Because again, as we can see, homes are selling 95.5% of list price in the end. So put in some good offers. There is some room there. There are a lot of homes that are selling considerably less. If you find somebody that's motivated and needs to sell, it can be a great time, but you're not going to get anything done sitting on the sidelines. If you're a buyer, reach out to us. We would love to talk. We would love to explain how we are tackling this challenging market and finding great deals for people. Again, happy to help, always happy to share. Jordan.moorhead@kw.com. Have a great day, guys.